Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and so today we're gonna be talking about the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie teaser trailer. It was about 46 seconds. I watched it, and then I had to watch it a couple of more times to kind of just analyze it, kind of try to get all the details. You know what I mean there. Um, so Um, Quite interesting teaser we got here. The first moments, you got the Red Ribbon Army. They're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. The army is back. They're back after all this time, ladies and gentlemen. It appears to be, well, they showed a guy, I believe, somewhat of a, I guess, a kid and some thug. It kind of looks like Mercenary Tao there, um, in some type of weird new outfit. You know what I mean there. Quite interesting. Might be his kid. Um, as they're driving in the car there, they show evil organization moving into the shadows. They show like the guy. They show Boo. They show Vegeta. They show Goku. You can see the Red Ribbon Army. And then they also give kind of hints with Rise Up to a Hero. Then they show the guy number 2. I don't know if he has an official name yet, but guy number 2. There's guys, you know, there's guy number 1, guy number 2, or whatever. Until I think it gets an official. I don't know what it's official, if they even revealed it yet. But you see him. You see number 2. It appears to have a Red Ribbon Army logo on it, so they will be the villains of this. You also see Pan. It appears to trying to go Super Saiyan, which will be quite interesting since she never becomes a Super Saiyan at all in GT, the non-canon Dragon Ball GT. So it'll be really cool to see her actually become a Super Saiyan. Because when GT was running, I always wanted her to become a Super Saiyan, and yeah, they ruined that. So, but she would be 4 years old, because this takes place before the martial arts tournament. A lot of people are getting confused with where this takes place at. It takes place right before the martial arts tournament, um, which, you know, means it's after Super. Um, and it's after Super Broly, so it probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like literally right after like Broly. Um, like about even like maybe like 2 days after Broly, if that. um, I mean like that kind of like a week after or something like that. Um, so you see like someone flying at Piccolo, shooting a blast at him. Then you see Goku. He's like dodging something, and then you see guy number 2, like literally, you know, talking, assuming that he's trying to fight Goku and Piccolo, and that's pretty much where the trailer ends. So you see the Dragon Ball Super logo there. Quite interesting. There's already theories and stuff popping up on what this is. I've already had some discussions on Discord because it was already brought up to my attention before I even got a chance to look at it. So there's a lot of possibilities. Some people are thinking that the Red Ribbon Army has programmed these guys, Guy 1 and Guy 2, to basically be presented as heroes, and they are basically being told to be heroes, even though they're basically helping the villains against the Z Fighters. Other people just think they're straight up villains that are just looking like heroes. And others think this might set up things for a plot. Personally, what I think is going to happen here. Here's my idea. So I've seen a lot of different theories on this. I think Guy 1 and Guy 2 are scapegoats for the Red Ribbon Army. I think they're being fed information that makes them lead to believe that they have to fight the Z Fighters. I don't know if the Red Ribbon Army created these people or if they are straight up just people from a different world, or if they were actually created by the Red Ribbon Army, because Dr. Sharob is dead, obviously, and he was the scientist for the Red Ribbon Army, right? Even though he never actually appears in Dragon Ball. So with Dr. Sharob gone, they don't really have a means to create people. And when I was looking at them, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, what if the Guy 1 and Guy 2 aren't actually androids, or I guess cyborgs, since, you know, what it is, but let's just say androids for this sake, because everyone's just calling them androids anyways at this point. So I think these two may be not actually from this universe. I know this is a stretch. But think about it for a second here. Super Broly, all these movies, and, you know, in the Dragon Ball Super series, they've started to kind of explore all these different universes, right? So, what if these guys, Guy 1 and Guy 2, are not actually from planet Earth, and are not actually from Universe 7? But what if they actually came from Universe 6? I know this is going to be completely outlandish for people, but what if Guy 1 and Guy 2 came from Universe 6? But they didn't just come from Universe 6. They came from Universe 6 planet Earth. Because remember, Universe 6 planet Earth didn't exist because it did exist, but it got destroyed, right? Natural crisis or whatever. But then they wished planet Earth in Universe 6 back with the Super Dragon Balls, right? So we don't know what Universe 6 Earth looks like. We don't know what Universe 6 Earth looks like. Okay? Right? So what if these two, Guy 1 and Guy 2, what if these two came from Universe 6 and they were confronted by the Red Ribbon Army? What if they were confronted by the Red Ribbon Army, or the last dwindles of it? You know, they were, you know, Mercenary Tau. I think that was Mercenary Tau. Could be a new character, but that looked like Mercenary Tau in the Red Ribbon Army. What if they came to planet Earth through, like, universal whateverness, teleportation or whatever? Maybe they know instant transmission. What if they came to planet Earth and they just so happened to be confronted by Mercenary Tau, and they basically told them that they were the bad guys that were causing all the chaos among the people of Earth. They're the ones that are always causing the crisis and stuff like that. Which, since they had the Tournament of Power arc, obviously a lot of people try to make Goku as the villain in the Tournament of Power. So these guys, Guy 1 and Guy 2, if they're from Universe 6 Planet Earth, it would make sense that they would know who Goku is. They would know who these guys are. And so they come, they get intel from Mercenary Tau, and they are led to believe that Goku, Piccolo, and all these guys are the bad guys. Right? And that leads to the fight. I know this seems kind of outlandish, but I think something to that certain effect would kind of work in a way. And it would also explore Universe 6's Planet Earth, because we don't know what Universe 6 Earth is like, of what they have. And before you say, well, they're not Earth people, right? Because obviously they don't look like, earthly people. Well, obviously Piccolo is on planet Earth, and, I don't see that many people complaining about that. So, I think it's a possibility that this could actually be more thought out than we're being led to believe. I think there's going to be an element of these characters coming somewhere from Universe 6 that are coming to Universe 7. And again, it would be a perfect way to explore Universe 6's Planet Earth. Because we don't know what Universe 6's Earth looks like. Because it was brought back by the Super Dragon Balls. And maybe these two are the protectors of that, and they join forces with Mercenary Tau because they got intel from Mercenary Tau about who they are, because I think that is Mercenary Tau. I do believe that is Mercenary Tau with a weird clothing getup. So that is what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking, and there might be some other things that we can think of into that, so it makes a little more polished sense. But I think it's more like that. I think this is about these guys, Guy 1 and Guy 2, whatever their names are going to be called. They are going to actually, no. Why are we calling them Guy 1? We should be calling them Thing 1 and Thing 2. I forgot about that. Thing 1 and Thing 2, guys. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Because they getting it from Cat in the Hat up in here. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Going after Goku, the hope of the universe. And they think that they're the bad guys because of the Tournament of Power. And so they team up with the Red Ribbon Army, which is the littlest of it, left. And that could turn into what they end up going for. Also, I could also even add this, as I'm thinking about this right now, is what if the little scene that we see with them showing Goku, Boo, and Vegeta on screen, what if that actually takes place in Universe 6 Earth? What if that takes place in Universe 6 Earth, and then they go to Universe 7's Earth to fight Goku because of them seeing them, because of what they did in the Tournament of Power? What if that is what they're going after? And maybe, Universe 6 Earth has a Red Ribbon Army, and that they're a part of it. And they go to Universe 7's Planet Earth to do that. Because we haven't seen the consequences of Planet Earth in Universe 6 being wished back. We haven't seen that. We don't know what that Earth was like before it got destroyed years ago. And we don't know what it's like now ever since it got wished back. Are all the people that were there before the planet was destroyed are there, or who is there on that planet now? We don't know. We don't know who's on that Universe 6 planet Earth. The biggest disappointment of this trailer is, unfortunately, that Cell will not be in this movie. Though it is possible he could come in this movie, and we don't know. Maybe there is another villain in this. But this seems like kind of a dramatic movie where it's like the characters think he's a villain, and Goku and Piccolo are probably going to think these guys are bad guys because they're attacking them, and vice versa. You got, again, Pan training. A lot of people think Pan is going to ultimately be the hero in this movie. I don't believe so. I don't think that is the case here. I think it's going to ultimately end up being Goku that saves the day, as usual. But I think I think they're teasing about Pan possibly making strides for the future, because again, this movie does take place right before the martial arts tournament, and this is where around the time she trains, to get to that point. So it makes sense for her to, tease to the possibility of going Super Saiyan. But I don't think she is going to be the hero of this movie. I think is going to ultimately be Goku that ends up saving the day. Because he is the superhero of the story, just like how the title indicates. The superhero, hero rise up, as they say. Goku has to rise up and kick some ass, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my early theory prediction, and obviously I could kind of sprinkle it a little better there so it could sound a little better and make more fluctuating sense. But that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now, trying to outthink what everyone else is thinking right now, because I think there's got to be some type of element of the other universes involved in some way here. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that this might be more overthought than people think it is, because most people right now are just thinking the baseline that these characters are flat out being just created by the Red Ribbon Army, and maybe they're from the Universe 6 Red Ribbon Army. Or they could just be aliens that are siding with the Red Ribbon Army because they gave them intel. But again, this is kind of what I'm thinking. It looked pretty good. The animation is a little more polished than normal. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. But I'm really glad it's not in CGI. Most importantly. But the animation looks good. It's just that it's kind of it's more polished up than the previous one. So I don't know if that's going to end up being really good or really bad. It'll be a while before we can figure that out once we see the full film. But nonetheless, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. There's no dialogue or anything like that, so everyone can just continue speculating on what's going on with these guys. It seems like, as they originally teased, that the main characters are going to be Goku, Thing 1 and Thing 2, and Piccolo. The only time we see Vegeta in this is the beginning trailer where you see Vegeta and Boo listed on the bulletin board. I think I think Pan is going to be a little bit involved in this, because I think she is trying to train for the martial arts tournament. So it's going to give her some experience. But in the end, I think when we got the original teasers of the characters that were going to be, or at least it seemed to be in this movie, is a huge indication of the characters that are going to be in this movie. I think they were quite accurate in the way they went about it. I think Vegeta is going to be taking a back seat in this movie. I'm sure Vegeta will be somewhat in this movie, but I don't think he's gonna have as much screen. I think he might only have 5 minutes of screen time. I think Vegeta's taking a back seat in this movie, like a major bad, not a back seat to Goku, but like a back seat in the film in general. It seems like that this is gonna be about Goku and Piccolo. I don't know what Vegeta's gonna be doing during this time, but it seems like Vegeta is gonna be not involved in a major point in this film. Um, but overall, I liked the teaser. Let me know what you guys think about it. What do you guys think? Do you think my theory I'm onto something, or do you guys think there's another? What else do you guys think is gonna happen? Do you think there's someone else that they're hiding that could be in this? Maybe like a return of Cell. I would love to see Cell return, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen based on what we just saw. Um, Let me know what you guys think. Well, let me know what your theories are and all that good stuff. Comment, rate, hit that bell for all the latest contents. Um, it keeps everybody up to date on my stuff. So you don't miss a video. And subscribe, and all that stuff. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. Out of here. Peace.